Good morning, Planet Pest. Here just after the big storm that come through this morning. I'm headed out to do a fence check in a minute before Leo gets a chance to. But since our electricity's been out for a couple hours, you're gonna have to excuse me while I make use of the modern facilities. This poor little guy got uprooted out of his nest. I don't know if he's gonna be alright or not. The yard's a mess. We got good sized branches down all over the place. Ben left his kayak in the yard. Reckon he was thinking ahead. Hey doggies! Well, we kind of expected that, but it's not crushing the fence quite yet, so I think we'll just let it be for a while. Grateful that Ben got some bush hogging done last week. It makes it a lot easier out here thrashing around. Oh, that was deeper than I thought. At least it missed the fence. So far so good. That one did too. I did manage to block the gate though. Sorta. No big deal, as long as I don't gain too much weight. Oh no. This don't look good. This wall is on the fence. It ain't gonna be a bit of fun to clear that out of there either. Just move around here and see if we can get around it. By the way, big beautiful rubber boots aren't waterproof. Now for some reason this tree just seems to have it in for us, because last year it dumped what was left of this big branch on the fence too. But I guess that wasn't enough for it, because this morning it pretty much gave us all the rest of what it had. Nice, huh? Ben's gonna love this. I'm gonna get turned into a skeeter smorgasbord bleeding like this. Better get out of here. It's like another big one bites the dust, or the mud as it may be. That tree's been dead for a while, but it was still pretty sturdy. At least it's not on the fence. Broken fence post. Good thing I found that before Leo did. Now that I've been eaten up by mosquitoes and scratched up by briars and get my feet wet anyway, I think I'll go home and change into my wading shoes and go down the driveway and see what's to be found. So I guess considering the intensity of the storm, fence check was pretty good. Only one serious down on it, and I can just lock him in the little pasture till we get done that taken care of, so it's not a real big deal. So now that I've changed shoes and hats and found me a snack, I'm gonna head on down the driveway. Dad said there was a big tree down by the dam, but I just noticed that the horse is out in the big pasture, so I think I better put him away before he takes us on a big adventure. Well, I got the horse taken care of, so now I can go do my exploring. I tried to call the Captain Colonel earlier. Oh shoot. Oh good. Oh phooey, now what are we gonna do with this thing? Looks like he's faring too well. Hey, baby. He says, you ain't my mommy. Whew. I'm done. We had about 4 or 5 of those cartloads of bramble to bring up after we got the big ones dragged off. It's ambushed. Well, they got the yard all cleaned up finally. Got the shower done and everything. Dad finally got the tree down he was working on. But the news from around, I guess we got off pretty lucky. Dad come back from town and said that our neighbors to the north, the tree came down on their house and took a power line with it. So they had emergency crews out there working on that. Sparky was on his way to Bloomington, and he said that it was raining so hard he couldn't even see a semi that was like 15 feet in front of him, and trash cans were blowing across the road the opposite direction that the wind was blowing, and there was big fireballs up in the trees. Didn't know if it was lightning or if the power lines were arcing in it, but I guess it's pretty wild. And then he was talking to a police officer in Bloomington later that said that 12 train cars that were loaded flew off the tracks. The scary thing is though, we didn't even have a chance of rain today. I checked it last night about 11 o'clock, and we didn't have any rain forecasted whatsoever. And I woke up to thunder and lightning. But tomorrow now, they're forecasting severe storms, so that's kind of scary. That was my day. What was yours?